Hello, my people. How you doing? I greet you all according to your time. Welcome back again to this page. Please like and follow this page. Share this video. Put your comments. God bless you. Yeah, so guys, this is another new interview with Mabel. This lady, okay, Samira. She just interviewed Mabel. I think it was yesterday or so. So I decided to bring it out to you guys and listen to what Mabel have to say about the saga on ground, about Mr. Promise, Valerie, her late friend, and herself as well. Okay, so guys, let's watch this interview together. Put your comment and let me know what you think about this. Thank you for watching. God bless you.
Yeah,
Because yeah,
there's nothing much to tell rather than it is just a act of kindness. Valerie is a child whom I know already right from the day she was born. I have been friends to the mother since 2005. And in my presence, Valerie was delivered. We've been good friends, though I never lived in the city, Vienna. I used to visit every now and then. Whenever I visited, I was always with my good friends then in Vienna, Bonita. So she was very kind to me. We were in good terms. And at a time, she lived with me and we were good. So Valerie stayed with me as well from 2013 to 2014 until at a time we lost contact. That was just it. And then, yeah, suddenly I heard that she passed. And she's from my village. Let's say she's from Ota. Despite that I never knew her from as I was in Nigeria. But I met her here. We speak the same language. And when I heard what happened to her, I traveled immediately. Someone called me actually and told me this, and I rushed down there. I was there at the burial ceremony, and I was there to make sure that Valerie was good because she was the only child from this my late friend. So that was how I started to care because, of course, as a Nigerian, and most especially the same language we speak from the same village, let's say, or yeah, the same village, I would rather say, more or
yeah,
less.
yeah. You almost said like everything right now, but like I really want to know who really motivated. Even though you said her mom was your friend,
Yeah.
but like what really motivated you to go for the adoptions? Because some people will just say, "Okay, I'm going to help this child. I can do what I will do for." But what motivated you to go for the adoptions?
For love, I see the child was lost. She was lonely, and there was nobody there for her at all. From the day that the mother was buried, I started keeping contact with the social worker, with the government, and I told them that I'm a sister, I'm a friend, of course. So she was coming to visit us every now and then, and I realized how lonely she was, let's say, more or less like depressed. Of course, everybody knows how it feels to lose your loved one, and as a little child in a foreign country, all alone. So I was just trying my best to be very close to her and to make sure that she's in a warm home, that she have people to play with, and she was comfortable. So what motivated me to do this is because for her well-being, I wanted her to be happy. I wanted her to come out of it. And of course, I didn't really think of adoption actually. I didn't make the decision of adopting her, not at all, not till now. It was
Okay,
government decision.
okay,
I only wanted her to come and live with me. Okay,
yeah,
she wanted to live with us. She wanted to live with us. We also wanted her to live with us because we love her.
okay, okay.
You understand? So it was then government who made all the decision and put it in my arms.
Okay, there was a time there was your family was doing a video concerning Valerie, and then I made a comment, right? I think your husband read the comment out where I said we had almost the same experience like you,
Yeah.
right? But at the end of the day, my family gave up this child, and today I so much regret. Why? But I was a young girl at that time, about 14. So I was very young. I couldn't make the decisions, right, for my mom. But it was just a whole drama. He had to let the girl go, and her life, like, she didn't end up well. So today I so much regret it, right? I so much regret what happened. Was there any point in time that you thought of giving up with the whole Valerie adoption? Like, you didn't want
Me
to do it anymore?
personally, not, because I love her so much. She's just like a daughter to me. Like I said, I knew her already right from birth. And the mother was nice to me. I was nice to her. We never had any issue. It's just that we lost contact, as friends. I live in another city. She was living in another city. So at a time, maybe because of changing of contact, telephone number, that was just it all. Okay. And it just, at the time, I only wanted to withdraw because of people making decision from
The
different
drama.
angle. My
Yeah, all the
family
drama
telling
going.
me, oh my God, people trying to put fear in me, people letting me know that you're not going to be able to withstand all these people are going to, do this and that and that. But my heart goes for what I wanted. I love her so much. Love is what I spread. Love is what I got. And love is what I am ready to give. And I know that love will kill me one day. So, and I'm ready to die for
That's
love.
the greatest gift from God, love. That's the greatest gift, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
continue loving. That's the best thing you could ever give anyone in this life.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
So I wanted to know, like, because at a point in time when we saw all these, the alleged daddy of Valerie, because we don't know, so we call it alleged, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with all these stories coming up, all the sagas and everything and everywhere here, claiming that there were benefits that you were going after and stuff like that. Okay, I want to point out this question to you. Is there any benefits you are getting from the Usher government for Valerie?
Till now, not even a kobo, not even a dime, till now, and I'm not interested. Adoption is something different to foster mother. If I am to be
Yeah.
a foster mother is that if I'm tired, I can say, okay, go back. When I should be a foster mother, that means government will still have the right over her. Government will still be the one to be making decision for her. But like right now, I have the full custody and I adopted her. She is like my child. Okay, she is like my child. I make her decision. I say what to do. Even when she was still with social worker then in Vienna in the orphanage home, I was making already decision right from here in the city grass, right from my home. Okay, so there is no benefit at all. I am not aware of any benefits, and I'm not even interested of any benefit because the love I have for her is not for sale. I am not ready to collect money for bringing up my own child. But Monarchy, can someone take her out? I am not ready to collect money for the love that I have for her. She's not for sale. Nobody is paying me for my children, so nobody should pay me also for Valerie.
True, yeah. Okay, there was this interview I watched with your family again, where your husband was like, "Okay, we're done," because we know sometimes we know like it's easier for men to get fed up on certain things, right? So
Mm-hmm.
there was this place where I watched this interview of your husband saying that you guys were taking Valerie back to the orphanage home.
Yeah.
And what really broke me down that place was Dacia. She broke me down, like she broke me into pieces when I saw because if when people come about, if even people say this person is creating a drama or something, Dacia is too young to
Mm-hmm.
know what is going on, right? So you could see that genuine love for her towards Valerie, knowing that she was not going to have this sister, this big sister that she has had for some time now. How did
Mm-hmm.
that affect you or your family?
It was the worst and the most difficult decision ever that we had to make that period. Towards the most difficult decision, because like I said, I also have family members. My husband have family members, and I'm also under a man, which whereby I am not the decision maker in the house.
True.
So if it has to do with me, I wouldn't have done just that. But because I am not alone, I am under my husband, and my family also do have a say. They protect me. They say some certain kind of things to, like, remove me from danger. Maybe they think, okay, they can foresee what is going to happen in the nearest future. But somebody like me, I have no fear. Actually, I knew that it was not going to be possible to withdraw because I had already made an appointment, made an attempt to withdraw, which the government told me it was not possible. Okay, they actually clarified it by telling me if it was like a foster care or foster mother, it would have been possible. This one, the decision was already signed and sealed at in the court. So nobody is just going to, like, change their decision from one day to the other. I must need a solid reason, which I as well told them the reason which I was having, saying that there is a man who claimed to be the father, and they were like looking at me like when you would say
When
Michael
all
Jackson
happened.
or elephant is just flying. They were looking at me like as if I'm a fool. So it was
Yeah.
not up to me to go there to introduce another man saying this is the father, because the real father they know here is no longer there. It's like me saying that the father is now is no longer dead. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I knew it already, but I just wanted to give it a try because families and so many other people who love me made me understand that it is better. And even the Choose Promise and his family said, if she is with me, he will not be able to do DNA until I let her go. So I had to do what I got to do to make sure I give the Mr. Promise a space to enable him to do the DNA. So that was the reason why we had to make that whole decision. It was very painful. It was very, very difficult. Even a few days before that decision, it was so hard with Michelle to convince Michelle that we have no choice. Valerie got to go. It was
I was
really, really hard. Michelle was very angry and aggressive.
honestly, I cried that day, and I was so angry. Are they going to come this far and just let go?
Yeah.
Like the video you made yesterday, and then I asked the same question to myself, and I think I made a video to ask that question if it was let her go if the dad was fighting. But I
Mhm.
honestly appreciate the effort you guys did to follow up and get her today. So
Mm.
is there in any ways, like, is there any time you're going to change Valerie's cell name?
That one is just left up to us. It's not something we have to discuss in public. We also have a
Okay.
little bit privacy. So whatever we do today or do tomorrow, it is our life. So
No.
what we want people to see is what people should see. What we want people to hear or know is what we allow people to know. Not everything. We also have our private life.
Privacies. Okay. So me, I do come on social media. I cook, I eat, I joke, I laugh. And there
Mhm.
are a couple of people I follow on social media. You are one of those people I've been following for a very, very long time. So
Mhm.
I actually didn't even know the meaning of woto woto, and yeah, my husband being a Nigerian, I had to ask him, like, what do they mean by woto woto? What was woto woto? They would do bosa bosa or what, because I was seeing a lot of dramas, women coming about, behaving like like kids, demonstrating what a woman is not supposed to demonstrate on social media. So I want to ask you, before this whole Valerie situation, did you ever have problems with Vera or any of these bloggers that was going against
Never,
you?
never. Until now, I'm still not having any problem with her till now. I can never have problem with any human being. I only have problem with the devil because devil can never deprive me from serving Almighty God. I don't like what I hate. I do not have problem. I never had problem with her personally. I didn't know her. And even if she takes issue very personal, I don't care. But I still do not have problem with her today because I know she's being used by the devil. I am not fighting Vera as a person, but I'm fighting the devil that is in her.
So okay, ma'am, Sam, thank you. So did you get you and Promise get like any agreements before this came to social media? Did you guys have like communications, like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then you just say, like he said on his the day he
Bring
came
me
to
that
talk.
fan. Mhm. No, 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 not at all. Um, there are many things I would rather left unsaid, like when it comes to promise. There are many things I know about promise. There are many things I know about my late friend. We were very close. Bonita loved me so much when she was alive. I love that as well, very, 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 very much. When Bonita was alive, we never had one time misunderstanding. We never had misunderstanding. Okay, so we know a lot of things, from each other. Women, we used to talk a lot. Due to Bonita loved me so very much, so she disclosed a lot of things to me. From the talking, I knew Promise, but I didn't know him personal, like seeing him, because I was never in Vienna and never lived in Vienna. I used to live like 3 hours away from Vienna. Yeah, but then suddenly, like I've said several times on my platform, somebody contacted me through my business line on Facebook, and he was introducing himself to be the father of Valerie. I was like, okay. Then even the white man was still very much alive. Okay, and I said to him, yeah, right, what should I do? What can I do for you? He was like, I'm the father, I can take care of her, I can do this. He was sending me the pictures of his wife and his children. He was telling me he was having houses all over the world. And I told him, I don't have time. I think it is better for you to just go do the needful and pick up your child. I was even angry at the initial time a little bit, because I was disappointed at him, because I was like, Valerie is not in a good situation right now. Orphanage home is no man's home. It's not a place for a child to grow up. So why would she be there when a biological father is still alive? You know what I mean? So that was what I told him. I told him to do that, to just go and do the needful. He wouldn't want to. He only wanted to be getting contact from me only those few period that she was coming. That time she was allowed to come once in 2 weeks. She was only allowed to visit Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And he already wanted to have Valerie then. He wanted me to give Valerie over to him then. I told him I'm not allowed. I will be jailed. That was it. So at a time, we lost contact because my business line wasn't really going anymore. Maybe I lost the phone or whatsoever. I'm forgotten what's happened to my business line. Everybody knows on my platform that the same number is no longer going. That was how we ceased contact. At a time, even the sister from France also contacted me. I don't know how she got my private number. Somebody gave her my private number, not even my business line, but my private number. I attended to her. I told her, though I do not know you, but I think you having communication with me, having contact with me, will make no sense. It is better you start having contact with the Valerie, because Valerie should know you. Okay, of which Valerie refused to be having contact with them. I also tried my best to exchange their numbers. I gave Valerie Promise's number. I gave Promise Valerie's number, of which that Valerie is not with me, was not living with me 7 days a week. So what she was doing on my behalf, 5 days in the orphanage, I wouldn't know, because I was not in control. So they thought I was the one, because at a time they started to complain. That was this recent saga. They started to complain that I was blocking them, or I was changing Valerie's number, which I never did. They even accused me of changing her address, which I never did. Even her address was just changed a week ago. You understand? So everything was just false accusation. Valerie blocked them because Valerie said, according to her, she doesn't know them. So she does not want to be communicating with strangers. And to me personally, I had no say, because I was not having already full rights to tell her what to do and not what to do.
Okay, my dear sister, I don't want to go like, I know there are some things you want to keep private and stuff, but there was something, because accusations about death is one of the worst thing anyone can place on another person's head. It's one of the worst thing, because it's unlike you telling me I stole your jewelries, or I stole your clothes. It's a different thing. We can get past that. But accusations of death, is one of the worst things anyone wants to go through. How did your kids,
guys, please share the video, guys.
How did your kids, or how did you cope when all these bloggers and those woto people were talking about you killing your late husband? How did your kids react to that?
My kids reacted to it like as if they are not okay. Like, Africans, like these few Africans are not mentally okay, or maybe they are ignorant, or maybe they are illiterate, or maybe they are lacking something. Because on a good day, Austria is a police country. There is no way you can, kill someone and go free. Okay, I have been, my late husband has been late for over 12 years now, and I have been here. I never changed my city. I have been here in Austria. I'm here in Austria. Yes, I changed my city. I never changed country. So it's not possible. So my children, they were like, "You still
So
okay?
like,
Are you all right?" These people, they must not be okay, But of course, when the allegation continued, at the initial time, even the police people, they also questioned me when I went to lay complaint this last time. And they even asked me, "Have you taken any action? When has it started?" I said, "Since November last year. Have you taken any action?" I told them yes. Then I asked them why. Said if I had not taken any action, they would have asked me now to take the first action. They asked me, "What did you do? What kind of action did you take?" I said I placed a warning. Generally, I never mentioned anybody. Actually, Vera took it personal. Vera took it personal. Even then, I didn't even know she spoke about it. The person I was actually focusing on was um, love something something. There was a woman. If my husband is to be here, he will remind me. Love. The woman is very fair in complexion. I don't know the country she reside. Love. Damien, call me daddy. He will remind me. Okay. This was the woman I saw her video saying that maybe I was analyzing it. I killed my husband and so on and so forth. And that was the reason why I came out and say nobody should say this, because this is a very, very much big time
is it
allegation.
the Lola lady?
No, Obi, come. Okay, so love something, whatever, yeah. But I never met
Sorry,
Vera. I never even knew Vera you exist. I
lady,
didn't
if
even know Vera
she's not
exists.
saying the
Her
truth, why be
platform is.
here? You can as well leave. You don't need to be here if you think she's not saying the truth, because we are not here for your negativities, please,
I'm
okay?
not even seeing any comments. So I never even knew Vera exists. She's having a very small platform, and people like her I don't actually watch. But one day I stumbled into this fair woman talking about me, analyzing this issue of me killing my late husband. That was when I came out. First, I saw the video of that man in Nigeria, and when I look at that man, I knew he was being paid, all because I discussed issue about this pastor. And then at the end of the day, I realized this love something is her name. I don't know. I don't watch her all the time. Talks about it, and that was the reason why I came giving warning. But unfortunately, Vera, who thinks she knows it all, thought I was pointing my finger at her, and I never knew her platform. To God who made me, I never knew her platform.
It was even because of you I know who Vera was or
Yeah.
is, because I've never watched her. And the other lady that came about claiming because of you, her my Oibo husband have not married me yet. Like, I was like, seriously, girl, you claiming from one table to another with the Guinness bottle. Which gentleman wants to get married to a woman like you? You know.
So most of them are very small. I see them to be very, very small. Like me, I mind my business, I mind my lane. I don't give a damn who is at my right hand side or my left hand side. I've been through a lot and I've come a very, very long way. And secondly, I'm not a child and I'm not a small girl. When I'm on Facebook, I want everybody to feel equal like me. I don't have pride. But however, I still know my size. People like Vera and all those small people that are growing up, they are too small for me to even call their names or whatever. So I don't see them, I don't recognize them, and I don't care about them. But if they are doing things right, I put them in my prayer. But as long as they're not doing things right, I am only putting them in my prayer for that devil in them to disappear.
Okay, so like you said earlier on, it was at a point in time your family was scared for you and things like that, right?
Mm.
Okay, let me not say Nigerian because you're Nigerian. So let me not say Nigerian. Let me say African. As we all know how African men can be at times, right? Did you in any way, like, did you have problems with your husband about this whole thing? Did he tell you,
Um,
like, babe, let's give up, you need to give up, this thing is dragging, or this thing is bringing problems and stuff like that? Did he in any ways?
Yes, 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 of course, of course. You know, I pleaded with my husband. My husband never knew Bonita when she was alive. So I pleaded with my husband to support me because I just wanted to be there for a friend in need. Because Valerie, like I said, Bonita was very nice to me while she was alive. And Valerie is a child to me. Okay, she's a daughter. Even if I adopt her or I didn't even adopt her, I do not adopt. She is a child. That is how we do it in Africa. Okay,
Yeah.
every child or so is your child. Okay, I treat her like my child. I see her like my daughter because I already have a child that is even bigger than her. I'm big enough to be her mother. There was a time that my husband became very much overwhelmed because all we have been doing is nothing but good. All we ever expected from anybody at all, be you the grandmother, grandfather, uncle, auntie, or biological father to Valerie, is nothing but thank you. I'm not placing allegation because if you know me, you should know me better. And if you do not know me, you should ask questions that rather than to say we are helping because of money. No, we have been on social
Yes.
media before Valerie came into our lives, and we've been living good and large before Valerie came into our lives. So we are not that type that will start, you know, to take care of a child is a big time responsibility.
Yeah,
It's not
sure.
something you do for money.
Especially a girl child.
A girl child is big time work, a lot of work, guys. And I am not barren, okay? So my husband knows that we are not barren. And when this issue continues to come from left and right, taking us to juju, taking us to the palace, taking us from one place to another, giving us a lot of insult, a lot of fake allegation, of course my husband is human. He started to be overwhelmed with the whole issue. So I was being affected the most. If you check some kind of videos I made that very period, I was sad because I was sad. I never wanted to let Valerie go and suffer. So that was just
So,
it.
so do you think, like, Valerie will need to see a therapist for like all this that happened? Do you think, like, do you think she's mentally okay, or you really like need to make her for counseling and stuff like that?
That is a very, very good question because this is the same thing that made government to give us this charge completely. At the
Yeah.
initial time, they were very much afraid because after the death of Bonita, Valerie refused to go for therapy. Normally, it is necessary. Okay, she refused to go to therapy or go for therapy. She refused to talk. She was not a communicative type, and the government started to like call me in like to try to motivate her into going for therapy. But I told them the only thing she ever needed is nothing but love. So I told them that I'm going to give my best, which I continued. I continued. At the end of the day, they realized that what I said was truth. So that was even the reason why they made the decision and put it in my own hands. Let me tell you how it all happened.
Mm.
Yes, Valerie told me that she would love to live with us. She was really happy with us. She used to come on Friday and leave, go back on Sunday every 2 weeks. Yeah. When she is coming on Friday, she was very, very happy. And then on Saturday of it, she was already sad, knowing that she was leaving on Sunday. At a time when the white man then died, after like 6 months or something thereabout, then the woman called me. I was sitting here on the living room. Valerie was as well here, and Valerie was like, "Please apply, please." I say, "I don't know how it functions. I don't know how it works. I don't know if they will give me the right." You know, I was not afraid, but I was just contemplating. I have never done it before. So the woman then called me and said, "If you want to do it, just give it a try." Then I asked her, "How should I do that?" She gave me a website where I have to download and print out the form, that I should fill the form and then go to court and submit it. That was all I did. Before I knew it, they started calling us for interview to go to court. My husband went to court. Dacia went to court twice. Even Valerie went to court twice. Me, myself, went to court twice. Only the other children went once. The only reason why Dacia went twice was because I had to give Dacia room over to Valerie, and government wanted to know if Dacia was okay with that decision I made. So which Dacia said, yes, she's my sister, she can have my room, and I can share one room with Monachi, because Dacia used to have her own separate room. Right now, she's sharing a room with Monachi, and which I'm so proud with, proud of my children, that they have so much love and compassion towards Valerie. They can give anything. So that is it.
So we come back. I know there are some names you don't want to be like mentioned here or stuff like that, but we'll still have to get to the point. Like for Promise, right? Those of you on here who are bringing up negative comments and saying she should give back the child to the father, you should also go and ask the dad, where was he all this while? Why didn't he go and claim his child?
See,
Because
let
that's
me
why.
clarify them. I'm not saying comments, unfortunately, but I will try my best to clarify them, despite that I'm not saying any comments. You see, this is just ignorance, okay? It is not possible. This is Europe. It's Europe. This is Austria, okay? One, even if I am the mother to this, my daughter right now, yet, even my own children, I only have rights over my children. Though I am the biological mother, yet they are government children. They are government property. That is one thing many people in Africa might not know. If it is to be in Africa now, for example, a child is in the orphanage, you can't just go to the orphanage and pick a child. And nobody can easily go to the orphanage in Africa, because we have orphanage home in Africa, in Nigeria to be precise. You can't just go to the orphanage home and pick a child or say, I am the father. Otherwise, many people would be stealing these children and be using them for money rituals. So there must be a little bit rules, regulations, and rights and whatsoever guiding these children. The children must be secured in every orphanage home. That is the way it is here. Me personally, I have to answer to the government. If Valerie is not even present in school one day, I have to answer to the government. Me taking a child and giving it over to the father, I have no rights. I am not allowed. Even the father coming here and say, oh, I am the father, I want to pick my child, is not even possible for him himself, because there are some necessary things he needs to do before even government will recognize him being the biological father. So those one who are saying give, it's not like that. It's not like that. I am not greedy with her. I have my own. My children, I'm even overwhelmed with my own children. Okay? I'm not
Okay.
greedy. I just love, I want to give her a good life. I'm doing this for my best friend. I'm doing this for her.
When we appreciate that. I don't want to take all of your time, but I wanted to ask you one more question. Is
Okay.
there any regrets in this whole thing? Is there anything that you think like you should have done it this way or you shouldn't have done it this way? Is there any regret in this whole battery stuff?
Um, Not really. Not really. Not really. I think the only regret I actually have, which I am not sure if I should regret it because the deed is already been done, is me coming out that very day to rejoice that I have the custody of my daughter. Because I was so overwhelmed with joy, I didn't actually expect it. I never believed a woman like me, a foreigner in this country, would be given such a huge right. I was so honored. I was so filled up with joy. That was the reason why I came out to rejoice. And I felt like if I had known, that was the only regret I have. If I had known, I wouldn't have come out publicly to rejoice. But yet, the deed is been done, and then I still accept it, because nothing in my life till now I will regret. Everything I have done so far, I have done it right.
And thank you for that. But thank you very much. So since congratulations one more on your legal adoption for your daughter.
Thank
So
you.
after this adoption, did her grandparents, her like her mom's side, did anyone contact you? Did anyone talk to you about it after all that happened and stuff?
I do talk to the sister, should I say auntie to Bonita? We do talk, I called the grandparents because me myself, I'm very, very disappointed, still very, very disappointed at them. I actually, I did it for them. I did it for them. I really wanted them not to lose the only child that Bonita have. That is the pain that I have. I did it for the mother of Bonita, which is the grandparent. I did it for them. If this video happened to reach them anytime, grandmama, I did it for you. I used to call her grandmama. You know, every now and then that Valerie was coming here, I was always giving her pressure to make sure she have contact with her grandparents. Direct call with my phone. I pay a lot to make sure she reaches them, because through WhatsApp they are not always reachable because of network. Secondly, when you are able to reach them through WhatsApp, the connection was always very bad. For that reason, when I know I really wanted to make sure that the grandmother will have a bit of Bonita still, I was making sure that both of them were talking and they were communicating. Even the uncle in France, I used to be very angry with the uncle in France. I used to tell him, why doing this? Your only sister daughter is here in the country, Oscar, but you never care, until he started caring once in a while. I even quarreled with him to that extent. Even the uncles in Nigeria, I used to contact all of them to making it sure that I am not stealing, I am not doing it like, you know, in other way. Why should I steal a child? Why should I keep a child? What am I going to do with her? So, but I got very, very disappointed. But nevertheless, love is what I share. Love is what I preach. Despite that they took me to juju several places, I still give it all to God. A day after Valerie was here, that I brought her, that was on the 12th of July, I contacted the grandmother. I told her that Valerie is right here. And whenever that promise is ready, he can come through the government and pick
Right.
his daughter. That is, if he is the father. Me, I don't know. You understand what I mean? So I contacted her.
Thank you so much, sister. I so much appreciate you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to interview you as the first person to interview you after this whole saga. I
Mm,
so much appreciate you, and I want to congratulate you once more.
mm.
And I pray that God bless your family and keep doing what you're doing,
Thank
because
you.
what the situation is, whatever we do in this world, we're not doing it for ourselves. We're
Mm.
doing it for
For God.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because whatever we do, we just have to know that we have kids, and tomorrow what's going to be of them if we are no more. So I just want to appreciate you, and I thank you for coming on my platform and
Yeah.
renting out your side of the story. I appreciate you so much. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you so.
There's something I want to leave behind before I go. First, I want to say thank you for inviting me on this very much interview. And I truly, truly appreciate you. I also want to say big thank you for supporting us. I realize how much effort you as well gave during that time of the saga. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you for your patience. And everyone that is around right now, I say big thank you. I want to say thank you to my wonderful fans. You guys are one in a million. In fact, I have learned over and over and over again a lot from people. There are not only negative people in this world, but when you check it out, you will realize that the good people are more than 95% in this world. I want people not to be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. Continue being good, continue being nice, continue loving yourself unconditionally, and continue loving your neighbor, loving your friends, loving everybody around. You loving other people, you are loving yourself, you are doing it for yourself. Thank you all so much, my wonderful K.o. family, K.o. family fans. I truly appreciate you all. There is something that many people actually do not get. See, we have to change this mindset, please, my brothers and sisters. We shouldn't always want to do something for benefit interest, especially when it has to do with life. What has to do with the well-being of a child. Children are helpless. Children are hopeless. Children, they know nothing. That is why even the law here in the country guides children much more. The children have more rights because they don't have a voice. We, the mature people, are their voice. Please do not want to do things for children for your own benefit interest. Because for the people who believe I am, adopting Valerie because there's something for me to benefit, gosh, do you listen to yourself before saying such a thing? For the love you want to show to human beings. Sorry, guys. You are about to share love. Love is for free. Love is the only thing you can give out for free. Love is God. God is love. There is no way you can love God without, saying you can love God without having love for other people who are close to you. Because God said, how can you say you love me that you are not saying that you can't touch, and you refuse to love someone that is very close to you?
Sure.
So why would you be loving someone for money? Are you loving your husband for money? If you are not loving your husband for money, then believe that I'm not loving Valerie for money. Are you loving your siblings for money? Then believe I'm not loving Valerie for money. And are you loving God because of what He is going to do for you, and you have ignored the things that God has already done for you? If you are now loving God, going to the church all because of money, then you should believe that I am loving Valerie because of money. The love I have for Valerie is the love of God. The love I have for Valerie is the equal love that I have for myself. If I do not love Valerie, that means I do not love myself. If I do not extend that love to Valerie, that means I do not have love for my children. Love. Love is a beautiful thing. We don't get it twisted. Most especially me, I don't get it twisted. Either the devil believe it or not. Love is all I have. Love is all I share. And love is what I'm going to continue to spread. And I pray those few people will join me someday to share and spread love. Thank you.